Race number 2, Alton Towers, hey, we've moved. Alton Park, let's go. So, race 2, Alton Park, not Towers. I've got hours, there's like 2.5 hours still. They're doing endurance, because of how it runs, we're doing endurance today. We've got no racing tomorrow, so we've only got race 1, race 2. Raced at like 9, half 9, something like that this morning. Whatever time it were. 4:25 our race. I've literally got, look, I'm literally set to just get me bike in. I can't get in because I'm blocked in, but, and like I said, 2.5 hours before next race. Drizzling, then it's not drizzling. I think it's going to be a wet race. I am going to go and put my tire. Reason I'm doing this early, because I got caught out yesterday with weather, and I just thought, get everything ready. I can then get my bike put together, happy days. I think it's going to be a wet race. I think it is. I've qualified 32nd. I've gone backwards. I ain't on time, don't get me wrong. I'm 32nd on grid. Lenny's just gone home because Lenny crashed. And literally, I got a 1:53.545. Fastest I've ever gone. Took me a few laps to get past Peter and Lee. And then, obviously, I could see him up ahead. So it's not like normal where I can't, you know, find him. I literally could see him. I just couldn't catch him. Or I might have been catching him, but it was last lap anyway when it got red flagged. So it is one of them ones. Lap 6. Oh yeah, that should be classed as a 7 actually. It seems a long lap here. I've got this fly, it's now crawling on my hand. It's so annoying. It's literally, I'm not even gonna Mr. Mwaggy it. Yeah, so I'm 32nd. I'm 32nd on grid. If it rains, I bet there's not. People will still go out, and I definitely am because I'm in a championship. I think Gareth is like, he's 1 or 2 points behind me. He won last race, but he was still so many points. I forgot how many points he were behind me. I don't think he's taken his 4th place back. He will do next one if he, you know. And I said this before. Gareth's fast anyway, so Gareth should take his place back. Andy flew. He so blagged me. I'm doing 1:57, 1:56 in quali. And then he's pulled out a 1:49. He did let out at Caddy that this was his local track as well, so I think he was just scamming me. But Andy's a 1:49. God, if I can do that in next race, it's gonna rain. I'm not gonna do that, am I? Well, that's a good time. 1:53 is good for me. I'm 7 seconds faster than last year, and this is what it's all about. It's about every year you get better and better. Everywhere I've gone, I've got better. My times have got better. Bike feels better. I'm lowering traction control. I'm not relying on that. Tyres are better. So everything's getting better and better. Really, really enjoying it. This is a really, really bumpy track. You go out of corners, you put throttle on, it's bouncing all. I don't know if the camera picks it up. Honestly, it is so bad. Even with slicks on, like I said, that fly. Yesterday I said with you know, with qualifying, I had wrong tyres on wets, and they were honestly, it's like boing. You're just bouncing all up, front wheels off the floor, here, there, and everywhere. You just wheelie and all lot. It's like, oh man, I don't know if the camera picks it up, but it's fun. But we're racing. It is fun. So you can't complain. So far, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I've got no problem with this. It is what it is. I just wish it'd either start raining now so it consistently rains, because I don't want to be like, hence I'm doing it early so I don't get caught out, and I can be prepared and not as rushed as yesterday. Like I say, I'm all packed up, and then it's the long drive home. I'll probably do race 3 reflection as I'm driving home, to be honest, because literally everyone will be saying, because it's so late. You're talking 4:25, I think the race is, so let's say it's 5 o'clock back time. We finish, do you know what I mean? And then it's like, gotta pack up, and it's fair drive home, and there's gonna be traffic. I know A19 shut as well, so that's me done on that one. I'll just go up A1 and hope that's not shut, idiots. Right, back to racing. Let's get it on, and hopefully, if it's wet, let's see if I am just not talk like I'm like, oh, I hope it's wet. Let's see. Right, I'll see you in the race. Well, just an update. Once again, weather's changed. It's now racing. It's been a nightmare. I did miss catching all this stuff. I've now put wets on. We've got wets on front and rear, took slicks off, and this is what you never ever see. Now, because it's a BM, laptop under there, and now I've got to program it. Good job, I have it rolled down, so I've got a little sheet with all the radiuses on. What I have to do is go on to Race Pro, agree to that, and what I'll do, I'll fix the bike on it, helps. So there's the actual RCK3. That's the one that messed about last time. So it's found me. What I need to do is read data, right, and then this is where it'll come up, and I need DTC, front tyre, I need to change that, and according to me, because I've gone from a 125, so I've gone from that one to that one, so I need to put 299.9, 299.9 up. Now I'm going to do that one. Now I'm going down to a 190, 60, 17. So it's 329.9. 329.9. Yep, double check it, look. Data. Right data to box. Yes. Okay. That is what I have to do whenever I change tyre size. So because I've gone front slicks, I'm just shutting it down as well at the same time. It better not, I don't think it's going to dry. No matter what, I'm going out on wets now anyway. And so now I can disconnect that. That's, I don't know why that's come open. That's not supposed to be open. And I'm all set. I ain't put my warmers on yet. I've still got an hour and a half. I only need warmers on for the last half hour. Just get some eating. You don't ever see this part. This is literally mayhem bit. Armed forces just going out. That's their race. We're already running behind, I think. But I don't think it's drying. I'm on wets. Let's go it. Let's go it. Let's do it. See you in a bit. back. Yeah.
Are they gonna cancel the race?
Well, that was eventful, weren't it? Not how it was supposed to happen, but it is what it is. It's racing. So as you'll have seen, we got not even one lap, massive crash, and now it's Andy, little Andy Stewart. If you watch this, Andy, get better soon. Andy actually had a fantastic race in Armed Forces. He come third, and I mean, some of them boys are absolutely flying. Andy were, and Andy were doing 2 minutes in wet. Brilliant times. So absolutely fantastic result. Brilliant, but he's in hospital. He's got taken to hospital. So big crash. There were 3 bikes. I don't know if the camera actually got it all, but not the initial starter crash, but it'll certainly, you might see bike flipping through air. So it got stopped after that. That was the first part of it, and then we had to wait a bit. Bike were back on warmers. Went back, and literally sighting lap, 1 lap, second time round, Craig Everson's come off. You'll have seen him if you've watched it. The camera will have got him. I don't know what it's called. The corners. It's the last right-hander before you go back through left onto start finish. But Craig went down, and when we they stopped us like round on track, and then they told us to go slow because they were cleaning it up. They were putting cement down, to be honest. So we got sent back to pits, bike back on warmers. Then they've had us, let's say that were 5 o'clock, 20 past 6. Oh, we're cancelled. Right, I'll come back. I'm back. Roger just phoned me up to see what had gone off. So that popular. So no, it's one of them. So hopefully Andy get better soon. Really get better. He's my competition, isn't he? Every race of him flying there though. Really nice lad. So Andy, if you're watching, get better soon, mate. Then of course Craig crashed. If I'm just repeating this because I was literally on phone for a good few minutes with Roger. Then Craig's crashed. Craig Everson 77. If you want any parts, get in touch with Craig. He'll have to use some to fix his bike. But they were putting cement down. Oh, that's where I were up to. 1 hour and 20. We were like just stood around, and in fact that's what we were talking about, me and Roger, just then. To be honest, it's like our race is null and void because literally, and they went, oh no, we got 1 lap. It's registered as 1 lap. That's it. You ain't crock of crap. So that don't count. But after us, it was Super Series Thou and Premier Thou. After that, it was Super Series 6, I believe, and Premier 6. And then you had Retro 4s with modern super sports bike, whatever it is. Then you had 400. They had 400s and CBs and all that. So there were, and then street bikes. 600 and street bikes were last race. So there's 5 races. They are not going to fit them in at Donnington. No way. They're going to have to proper look at next year, aren't they? They're gonna have to. Why have a test day? So they're a track day on Thursday, and I know not everyone can. Here's an idea. On the Thursday, we're a track day. Why not do what we do at every round and have a proper test day, not a half test day, which then ends up being a crash fest and a waste of money. Have the test day on the Thursday and run it on a Friday, Saturday. I know we can't race on a Sunday, but race it as normal on a Friday, Saturday. So we get qualifying race 1 on the Friday, and then endurance. Because we missed 3 hours, over 3 hours for endurance today. Maybe have that on the Friday, and then we just got the races on the Saturday. Because they had the track day anyway, so they could have even had a quiet test day. So that could have been the Thursday, and just run it a day early. And I know not everyone can get holidays and all that sort of stuff, but maybe it's an option. Whereas it were a bit crap, do you mean? Friday, Saturday, do you mean? Half a test day. First one were piss wet through, but it weren't piss wet through. Second one were red flagged to shit. Third one were red flagged. It were like, what an absolute waste. Do you mean? I think I got 3. Tell a lie, I got more flying laps because I got some on wet on first session, but then that got stopped. And then of course in the normal dry part, I think I only got 3 flying laps on that, which I got a 156. I was happy with that, don't get me wrong, but you know what I mean? I'll probably carry on talking here because it saves me doing a reflection. Now, if you follow me, normally, watch out, either on a Wednesday or a Thursday. I think I do it on a Wednesday. I do a live. So I go live and you can ask me anything. It's always, I do it at 7 o'clock because then you've settled down, you've had your tea. There's nothing on telly anyway, it's a crock of crap. Get yourself watching me on YouTube, on live, talk, and you can chat, you know, you can send me anything at all, anything. I talk about racing, not just this racing, I talk about MotoGP, World Superbikes, British Superbikes, Endurance, you name it, I talk about it. Any questions at all, I ain't gonna, you know. So go watch that. That's normally on a Wednesday, 7 o'clock. Get involved with that one. If you're bored, jump on, ask me what you want. I don't care. Don't ask me to name people. I'm not doing that. I'll shout people out, but I'm not going to name. The topics are quite. Oh, I had to delete one, didn't I? But yeah, I'm not going to name names on people, especially, you know, people race. It's one of them. I don't want my channel to be a bitch fest, even though there is a lot of whinging on it. So I do a live, and go and watch it. If I remember, I'll drop a card in. So I've learned how to do stuff. I'll drop a card in and there'll be a link to it. Doubt it, but you can have a look. And if you like what you see, just jump in. I've got hours to go before I'm home. Do you mean 3.5 hours away, and they kept us there. And I could have left 9 hours ago after the first race. Be watching me send on YouTube. So it is one of them. Overall, but I tell you what, I do like the track. It's a good layout, really good layout. Bit bumpy. Talk about it's proper bumpy. They could flatten some of them just so you can get some overtakes, to be honest. But yeah, it's a little bit bumpy, fast, and your front wheels up, your back wheels bouncing up and down, your front wheels bouncing left, right, up and down. But I do actually like the track itself. I think it's a really good layout, really good, fast. Yeah, it's good. I can't say it isn't. I got a 153, which fastest I've gone. That's fastest I've gone there. Thinking last year when I first ever started racing, I started racing last year. That was my first time I'd ever been to Oulton Park, and I got down to a 2 minute last year. On my first dry lap, I beat that. I got 156. So I have progressed, and then in the race, once I got past, were it Peter and Lee? Peter and Lee. you young'uns won't even know what that is. Once I got past Peter and, were it Peter? I'm sure it were. And Lee, I got some clear laps, and I got a 150, and I could see the pack, and I were just closing it, but we run, obviously, that got red flagged. That got stopped just before on last lap. Even though it shows I'm on lap 6, oh, that's because Lenny got taken out. I'm not going to name who's... The person who took him out didn't even come and say sorry. Not even asked any questions. What an absolute melt. It's like... And I'm not going to say they're involved in any other crash that's happened today, but I have heard a rumour. At least at the last round, when Lenny got taken out on the last round, and it was by Scott came up, he apologised, all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? This guy's just literally cut Lenny's nose off, and I've seen footage. There's room on inside, there's room on outside, and this is a cup thou lad, and he's just literally gone on outside, and instead of giving it another metre or two, he's literally got a side of him and just cut his nose off and made him go down. And even tried to find him. It's racing, but not professional racing. How bad's that when you can't even come and apologise for a mistake? Was it a mistake? I'll have a look when I get home at the TSL timings and see if the rumour is true that this guy's also involved in the 3 accident. But it is bad. Come on. You mean, we all do it for fun. You're not a professional. You're not better than anyone else in reality. There's nothing what stopped you from just coming down and going, sorry mate, I didn't mean it. Or are you that much of a hero that you did? You know, you weren't even near front. That's the funny part about it. You weren't near front, you weren't battling for a position, but you had no balls to come in. Yeah, let's leave that one. So, but yes, that was the race, but I got clear laps, and I got a 153. 7 seconds faster than last year. 7 seconds. On a track that it's my second time there. And I've literally spun. Let's say I got 9 laps on Friday morning. 9 laps, and then I've got so much faster than last year. And don't forget, I did buy a brand new tyre for rear. At least I've got that for Donnington as well. I can use that again, probably for qualifying or something like that. I will have another new set as well. Overtime's a beautiful thing. Oh God, why do people just drive so shit? It's one of them. How many times have I said it's one of them now? Overall, I think this has been first time when the weather's affected racing. We've been so lucky this year. Even Croft, when I crashed, you know, what happened there where it dried out too quick, and I didn't expect that. I was doing really well there. Didn't expect that to happen. Can't change it. But then here, I think, what it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday for qualifying, there were just so much pressure, and it was like you didn't know what to do. Do you know what I mean? Because initially it was wet, but then because 600s messed about and red flagged and all this, that and other, and it then changed where we were sat with, and sun come out of all things, and it dried track up, and of course we're still there waiting, and we all had wets on, thinking it were gonna be wet. Next thing, yeah, bone dry, and it was trying to get stuff, and then you change. It's like today, I will say, because 1 minute it was raining, one minute it's not. We're just so unpredictable. I made call an hour and a half before we did that final race, and I'm not bothered. I will just tootle around, because no matter what, as long as I get points, I'm still going to be in the position I'm in, which I think I'm still in front of Gareth. It might be by 1 point. Where's my paper? I normally have it wrote down. Come on, be somewhere. Oh, here we go. Let's have a look. So Gareth. He's done me. He's done me. He was only 12 points behind me. He did. Yeah. Oh, say now, where did he come? Oh, he come first. Yeah, he did come first. So he's got 25. He's got 15. So he's took me 4th place off me. But that's fine. I did expect it. I thought I was going to be like 1 point from. I thought I had 16 on him, but obviously not. But that's how it goes. Right. I can't change it. Just gotta go into Donnington. I really don't know how they're going to do all them races at Donnington. OULTON Park. It was what it is what it was. We've been very, very fortunate with weather this year when we've been racing. This is the first time it's been like, have a guess, and then we'll change it at last minute. And problem with mine is, my bike, if I change tyres, I have to go into the computer, and I have to take all the seat off and all that sort of stuff, and it's just so not annoying, but adds to work on, you know, of what I have to do. So in fact I did show you that, and every time I check, if it's like for like, let's say I've got a 265/17 on rear, and then I change it for a 265/17, I don't have to do it. But like the wet tyre I used was a 190 60/17. Radius is different, so I've had to go into and then when it's gone dry and I've gone back up to bigger type, back onto the computer, and it's just such a mess about. A little problem I did have, my brakes. I've had to run my DCs all weekend because I will have to order some new ones for Donnington. I had some RSTs in which I was going to use for test day, and I thought it was going to rain anyway, and I bought them off eBay, and I'm not being funny, they fit in the caliper, but they don't sit in the calipers. They're literally, they look flat and level on a table, but when I put them in caliper, they sit on that, and I just can't get them over actual brakes. So God knows, it's one of them. Right, I am gonna go because I think I've whinged enough. Like I said, give us a subscribe, give us a follow. I've learned how to put things in, follow links, give us a subscribe, and come and watch me on live. And I'll catch you later.